Have you ever heard a story so heartbreaking that it stays with you forever? This is the story of Junko Furuta, a 17-year-old girl from Japan, a girl who had dreams, a future, and a light in her eyes, until that light was stolen in the most horrific way imaginable. I need you to listen, because Junko's story is not just a tragedy, it's a warning, a cry for justice, and a reminder of how cruel that world can sometimes be. Junko Furuta was born in 1971. She was just like any normal high school girl. Bright, kind, beautiful. She didn't drink, she didn't smoke. She was polite, well liked by her classmates, and honestly, just a good person. The kind of girl any parent would be proud of. She had goals. She was working part-time, saving money, planning her future. She wanted to live a life filled with meaning. But on November 25th, 1988, her life took a turn that no one could have imagined. That day, Junko was walking home from school, but she never made it back. She was kidnapped by 4 teenage boys from her own school, part of a school gang. Their leader, Hiroshi Miyano, had a connection to the Yakuza. He had tried to talk to Junko before, but she rejected him. That rejection, it sparked a rage in him that turned into something far more dangerous. They dragged her into an abandoned house, and what followed was 44 days of torture. Not days, nights, weeks, over a month. Every single day, Junko was subjected to unthinkable pain. She was beaten, burned, starved, humiliated, and violated over and over again. At one point, they crushed her with weights. At another, they poured lighter fluid on her and set her on fire. She lost the ability to eat. Her internal organs were failing. Her body was rotting from the inside, and still they didn't stop. Let that sink in for a moment. She was just 17. There was a moment where Junko tried to escape. She crawled to a phone, dialed for help, but one of the boys caught her mid-call, and from that moment on, the torture escalated even more. She cried out for her mother. She begged them to just end it, but they didn't. They kept her locked in that house while the parents of one of the boys lived upstairs, and they said nothing, did nothing. 44 days. Can you imagine that kind of suffering? On January 4th, 1989, Junko Furuta died from her injuries. And what did they do? They stuffed her broken, lifeless body in a 55-gallon oil drum and poured concrete over it, like she was nothing. But Junko was not nothing. She was a daughter, a friend, a student, a girl with a future. And they took all of that away from her. You'd think justice would follow, right? But the boys, they were minors, and the Japanese justice system at that time, it protected them. They were never tried as adults. Most of them served less than 10 years. 10 years for what they did to her. And now, they walk free. Some even changed their names, started new lives. But Junko never got that chance. Junko Furuta's story is more than just a story. It's a wound in the heart of humanity. It's a reminder of how evil can live next door. It can wear the face of a teenager. It can be ignored by adults who choose to look the other way. Her case shook Japan. It sparked national outrage. People wept. They screamed for justice, but the scars never healed. And they shouldn't, because we need to remember Junko not just as a victim, but as a voice that was silenced far too soon. If you have made it this far, thank you. Not for me, but for her, for Junko. Let her name be remembered. Let her story be told over and over until there is no more silence left to hide in. Because if we stop talking about her, then they won't, and we can't let that happen. Rest in peace, Junko Furuta. You deserve the world. Do subscribe.